Starting. Better mute that tab. Okay, you don't know, you damn well should know. My name is Ragreynolds. Welcome back to On the Rag. This has been a long time. The last episode I did of On the Rag was back in May. So it's been quite a long time. I've just not found anyone interesting enough who was also willing to talk to me on this show. But Nexomite has volunteered because he's some sort of guy who likes pain or something. But he agreed, so say hello.
Hello there.
That's exactly what I asked for, so I can't complain. So I must ask, the first thing I must ask is that your real accent?
I knew that question was coming, and I've been preparing answers in my mind for a while, and I can definitely confirm that this is the accent I was born with.
The accent you were born with does not necessarily mean it's your real accent, though, does it?
Well, that's sort of the one I grew up with.
On purpose?
Yes, definitely.
Or
yes.
The biological impulse, did you control that?
Yeah. Actually, when I was a little baby, I was actually implanted with a bit of a,
Okay.
Yep. Changed the way I speak, and now I'm very different now.
Okay, well,
my voice sounds...
for everyone watching, if you don't know who Nexomite is, Nexomite makes videos on his channel, Nexomite. Link to that is in the description down below. Now, originally Nexomite had made a video response to me about my Australia videos, and I had kind of just looked it over and said boring video. Now that was my fault, because normally it isn't my fault, but in this particular instance it was my fault. I thought it was a boring video, but it seemed as though when I looked back that I must have skipped further into the video and not seen the great intro he did and some of the other stuff. So, or maybe I just didn't watch the video. I don't know. I didn't remember watching the video when I looked at it for the second time, so I don't know what was up there. But I went back and I saw a few of his videos all at once, and I'm like, wait a minute, why am I saying this is boring? This isn't boring. This is good quality, entertaining content. And it was at that point I knew I'd messed up when I called it boring. So, yeah, you don't make boring content at all.
Oh, well, that's very kind.
I'm a kind man.
Yeah, I especially like that one video where you drown a little rag, or little Ryan.
That's Ryan Jr., yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Jr., yeah.
My son.
Alrighty, yeah.
He's 4.
4?
Yeah, he's almost 5.
Oh, that's crazy.
He'll be 5 this year. Yeah, time flies. He's a little shit. I mean, I recently found out the reason he's still so small is because I only feed him once every couple of weeks. It makes a lot of sense now that I think about it.
Yeah, that happens.
It does. Okay. Yeah. So, obviously, you've made numerous videos responding to me. I made a video or two where I also responded to your response type thing, but I was also responding to a million other videos, so I couldn't really respond properly. But if you have any specific point you would like me to respond to right now, then I'm happy to do so.
Yes, there is one particular point. It's not any of the videos where you talk about me. It's the one where you talk to Doug, the supposed 64-year-old, 24-year-old sounding Doug. Okay. Like, I thought I was Doug, man. I thought I was Doug.
Why would you be Doug? Doug is Doug.
Well, can't I be Doug? Like, everyone can be Doug.
What is this, some sort of hive mentality?
Yeah, this is... yeah, this is... Yeah, I'm Doug. I'm Doug.
Is this like that scene from Fight Club where we're all Robert Paulson?
Yes.
I disagree. This is a very serious matter. Doug is a serious man, and he has been facing very serious life consequences after that interview he did with me.
Oh, damn. I feel bad now.
As you should.
I probably shouldn't post that video then. Might keep that in the vaults.
You can post what you want. I mean, but Doug might not appreciate it.
Yeah, I made a video talking about that video where you spoke to Doug on the radio.
On the radio?
I well, it's a podcast, you know, like podcasts are on the radio, so I just called the radio.
Hey, that wasn't a podcast. That was just an interview.
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
We're calling over Discord.
Oh yeah.
Right, now what are these comments talking about, right? I've not been paying attention to the chat. Normally I do, so let me just catch up real quick. So, seems like you have a fan here. Footy Matt says, OMG Nexomite, I love this dude. The Indiana Jones Show, great viewer as always. Glad to have you here. Fez guy, you're an idiot.
Damn.
Dylan Dufree. This is not Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato is usually shirtless, and she is far less handsome. Noob idiot, I'm Aussie. You need help. English, please. There we go. The tall dude's gone. What? Can you debate? Maybe we can. About what? With Cairo-Tini. What are you talking about, Indiana Jones? What are you talking about? You know, this... What's at the bottom? Someone's tagging me now. Guess what? I'm doing a reaction video to ragreynolds. Whoopee! An original idea. As if 100 people haven't already done that.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing it.
I can't make too many of those videos.
I'm all caught up. That was a really nice voice there.
Which voice?
Oh, that one.
That one. It's pretty funny. Is that one?
Have you tried drinking vinegar yet?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Why not? Why not?
I don't think I'm that desperate for views yet.
If you took any of this even remotely seriously, you would have drank some vinegar by now. Are you allergic to vinegar?
I got my supply right here. Got my vinegar from my good supplier, Harvey Norman.
That doesn't look like vinegar to me.
Trust me. So it's all sealed, so I can't, sneak a little sip when I was watching.
I'll take your word for that. I'm trusting you. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
I'm trusting you. Excuse you. Replaying my stream in the background.
Me?
No, not you. I don't know. What the fuck? Okay.
So you've been making videos for...
What?
Hmm?
You know, you're a bit too high pitched for me to understand everything you say. Maybe my ears just don't work in that octave. I don't know. Like a dog whistle or something.
Is that better?
That's much better. That's much better. Now I understand.
I can do that with my voice. I'm really talented. Very talented.
Yeah. How did you keep up that high pitch for so long? That was amazing.
No idea. I think. Oh, better drink some water. Cough, cough. You know, getting a bit of a thirst for vinegar. Shower.
Oh, okay. Okay. Go on.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Go on.
What made you want to make videos?
I made my YouTube channel in 2008. And in 2008, I originally was making silly little videos that I called Days of Death, okay? Now, Days of Death was essentially, it was a rip-off from Fred, if you remember Fred, where he's speaking the high voice. These Days of Death videos range from 20 to 30 seconds each. I had maybe 80 of them. And in each video, it was me speaking in a high voice, killing myself in a different way. So I would say, Days of Death, bar of soap, and then I'd kill myself with a bar of soap. Days of Death, action figure, and I kill myself with an action figure. And you get the point. And every episode was killing myself a different way. That's what I started doing. Then I did some trampoline wrestling videos with my friend, and I did a bunch of stuff like that. And then eventually I hit maybe around 2012, and I kind of scrapped all that stuff from before that. And that's when I started the Nipple Nation. I'm not going to go into that too much, but I had a nipple rubbing cult, and it was a bit weird. And eventually, like at the end of 2012, start of 2013, I restarted again, and that's where you can kind of see the start of my channel history now. And the reason for making videos originally was simply I had nothing better to do. It was like a summer holiday from school. I was just messing around. As of now, I make videos because I enjoy making videos. I make content I enjoy making, and it's pretty much that simple. How about you? Why do you make videos?
It's great fun, you know. Stops me from playing games after school, I guess.
Well, so it keeps you productive.
Yeah. I don't like not being productive.
I feel that. I often push myself to make a video. I went through a phase in maybe early 2016, late 2016 as well. Basically all of 2016, some of 2017 as well, where I would do my best to write an article or make a video every single day, because I wanted to feel like I was doing something productive with my time, so that when I looked back on the days of the week, when I looked back on the time I had spent, I didn't feel like I just squandered it, I just wasted it. I wanted something to look back on. At the moment, I don't do that anymore, because I felt like I ended up forcing myself to put out watered-down content that wasn't actually very good. Like I was writing an article that I hadn't thought about. It ended up only being like 600 words, and it was about pure nonsense. Or I'd do a video and it just often felt like it wasn't the best quality work I could put out. So I decided maybe to only do a video every few days instead of every single day. I can do every single day if I have specific ideas or I've got the time, but for the most part, I try not to try and do every single day anymore, because I felt like it was becoming very hard to think of new content for every single day and then to also execute that in a good way.
Yeah.
So,
well, yeah.
What are your what's your plans for your next videos? What's coming next?
Well, I currently got 2 videos in the making. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have just stuck to the first one and then made the second one. So I've got 2 videos in the vault. One of them is basically a rewind of 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I've got a ragreynolds video about the government one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna release the rewind one next week. The reason I make weekly uploads is because I want to focus on different points in the video to try and make it as simple, you know, and just try and make it the best video I can for what little equipment I have. Because currently the computer I use to actually make videos crashes whenever I launch Premiere, like every 3rd time.
Yeah, that's never very good when your software isn't working or your equipment isn't working, and it makes things a lot harder than they need to be. I would certainly say that. I do think though, if you have the ideas, you can usually put something always together. It's just that maybe the equipment makes it easier to do that. It can make it harder to do that, and it can also change the quality of the final product as well. But for the most part, in my experience anyway, if you have a specific idea, there's usually always a way to still get it made. The only thing that sometimes there's an issue with is maybe with some sort of special effect and editing, that sort of thing you have to do. Like recently, I've done a few videos where I need to use a mask, and like I need to mask over certain things so that I can have like 2 versions of me interlapping with one another on screen, and that becomes a bit more complicated to do. But if you're just doing a general sort of video, maybe you're just ranting about something, maybe it's just general editing, it could just be a general little sketch with a couple of characters. It's you can do it with the bare minimum. It just might not turn out as well as if you had, say, a really expensive camera and amazing editing software.
Yeah, I've only got a pretty basic microphone with a weird windshield that's like twice as big as the microphone. And I've just got a basic video camera and a tripod.
Mm-hmm. I mean, my setup is essentially I've got a DSLR behind me where like you can see my Burger King hat crown there, and the other hat there. They're sitting on top of my tripod and DSLR, and I use those, and then I edit on my my MacBook Pro on Final Cut Pro. That's probably better than my camera though. But it's whatever. I mean, I could do with getting a new microphone, and I could do with probably a better DSLR or an actual video camera. I could also do with better lighting in my videos, but I don't really need those things. I mean, they'll improve the quality of my videos, but they're not going to make them suddenly the videos are better because of that. It just improves the quality of them. Maybe people stay a bit along. I don't know. I mean, it's not at the top of my priority list. But I'm sure you've got the exact same thoughts in your head, like, oh, I need this camera, I need this software, I need this computer, I need this, that for this. But you can still do what you're doing without those things. The problem, as you already alluded to, is the fact that, oh, I'm starting this software, and 1 out of 3 times it crashes. That's probably the bigger issue for you, because eventually that'll become 2 out of 3 times, and then before you know it, suddenly it's every single time, and then you can't do the videos at all. That's where the issue comes.
Yeah, I'm currently saving up for a better computer to run the software better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to upload daily until suddenly I realized that my content wasn't as good as I thought it was. So I basically took a 6-month break, and then to keep my thoughts together to really think about what I wanted to make videos about, because I realized making video game videos on YouTube is probably not its top priority as it once was back in 2013 or something.
Yeah. Thanks, Blake Little. I like my hair too. But yeah, I completely agree. It depends on the content you're making. And when you're making content, like as I already said, when I was making daily content in like 2016, you kind of get wrapped up in what you're doing. You can't really see the bigger picture. You don't understand that, oh, that might not have actually been my best video. And what I notice now is that I never go back and watch any of the videos I made at that time. I don't go back and watch those daily videos. There's a few of them I might go back and watch, but those aren't the videos I just suddenly made on any single day. Those were more the videos I maybe put a bit more planning into, that I maybe had a better idea for. They're not just the ones that I forced out every single day. And now what I would realize is I can go back and watch a video I made a couple of months ago, and I can find it actually quite amusing, or I'm like, oh, I'm glad I made this video, and it's amusing to watch, or I'm like, oh, I'm going to share this. I would never share some of the videos that I put out in 2016. They're there, and I'm never going to delete them because I don't want to delete them. But they're not things I would go out of my way to purposely promote and share. Like, I would never go to my Twitter and, oh, look at this video I posted a couple of years ago. Whereas I might post a video I posted a couple of months ago, because they're completely different.
Yeah, because well, what I find that every person that makes videos on YouTube should do, they should look back at their videos and find what people might not want to watch and get rid of that. So then it would just be a complete video where people would want to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I used to be guilty as well for making my videos too long, and then I realized, hold on a second, I can barely even watch this entire 20-minute video. How can I expect someone else who has never even heard my name before to be watching this video? How can I make them care enough to watch 20 minutes of me rambling about this thing when I don't even care to listen to 20 minutes of me rambling about this thing? And I think it's about being realistic with what you're actually putting out. I mean, people think that, oh, it's my content and you like it or you don't like it. You like it or you leave it. And that's fine to an extent. You don't want to be putting out things just to please other people. But you also have to be realistic and understand that if you're putting out complete garbage, no one's going to watch it in the first place. So there needs to be some sort of balance there. And I think it's very important to be very self-aware about what you're putting out. And it's nice to appreciate the good points of your content, and it's also nice to appreciate when you're not doing something very great. And like the first thing I'll say to anyone, what could you improve in your videos? And I'd say the number one thing for me is probably the sound in my videos, because there's a lot of background noise often. I should really get an external microphone to attach to my camera, because right now I just use the camera microphone. It's different when I'm sitting here on a live stream. I've got a mic that connects to my laptop, but I don't have one that connects to my camera, and that's something I should really invest in. Same goes for lighting. My lighting's very hit or miss. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, and I'm just depending on what the weather's like outside that window right there. So those are things immediately I'd say. I know that's not quite content specific related, but it's important to understand both hardware wise, editing wise, and also content-wise. There's the three parts to put together there that you have to be very aware of at all times. And I get to the same point. I'm thinking all the time, oh, I can make another Australia video and I'll get a couple of thousand views off that. Easy, no problem. But at the same time, I'm fed up of making Australia videos. I've already got 27 on the subject. And as well as that, as much as it can be a bit of fun, or it can be nice to spread out the truth to the people watching, I don't want to just be known forever as the guy who thought Australia was fake. You know, there comes a point where that I don't mind that being part of it. I don't mind being half known as that, but I don't want to be just known as that, if you know what I'm saying. So you kind of have to try and find a balance there as well.
Yeah. If you can't watch the video you've made, then it's not a good video.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe not all the time. I mean, I'm sure I know there are people who just don't enjoy hearing themselves or watching themselves. I mean, personally, I would say maybe you're in the wrong business then. Maybe you got the wrong hobby. but yeah, I would agree for the most part. If you can't get through your video, how can you expect someone else to?
Yeah. And always try and make the first minute of your video the most intriguing part of the content.
Yeah, I would say I struggle with that sometimes. Sometimes I do that well, sometimes, but it just depends on the video. Some videos I'll start with a little sketch or something, but other times it just kind of, the best is at the end. I don't really, I should probably plan that more myself, but I'm not always too good at that. You seem to put it quite entertaining at the beginning of your videos from what I've seen. That's why I initially said somehow I must have skipped into the first video you made about me, because I wasn't paying attention. I didn't see that entertaining intro you made at the beginning, and I'm like, oh well, I must have skipped into it or something. I think it was it like a 20-minute video? I think it was like 20 minutes long.
It was 17 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's probably why. I think at that time I had a lot of responses that I was trying to get through. Like, I always add them to my watch later when I see a new one, and then I try and get through them. So I might have had, say, 20 responses to go through, and I got to yours and I'm like, oh, these other ones were 2 minutes. This one's 17 minutes, so I probably skipped in halfway just to see what you were saying, and I heard it for maybe 30 seconds. And I always feel obliged to leave a comment. I always leave a comment to acknowledge that I have seen the video. So I probably just threw on boring video because I didn't think of anything else at the time, honestly, but that's what happened.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. So, you want to hear some questions?
Go ahead. Ask away.
Well, these aren't from me. These are people that have asked.
Okay.
These are just in general. There's about 4 of them.
Okay.
There's one that's completely hilarious. You'll probably find that funny. The first one is, did he think Australia, the continent, was real?
Of course not. Since when are there 7 of anything? Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs? I don't remember that movie.
Yeah. So you ready for the next one?
Yes.
All right, the next one is, does he think he is real?
I mean, my initial reaction is yes. I mean, I could make a whole video about that maybe one day. You know, it irks me a little bit because I have a video called "Is Scotland Real?" Okay, and the video is called "Is Scotland Real?" It's not called "Scotland's Not Real." Okay, so I'm from Scotland, and in that video, I investigate the possibility. I investigate the conspiracy, and in the end, I say no. I believe Scotland is a real place. The conspiracy is nonsense. Yeah, I have people commenting on my recent videos, or sending me tweets, or messaging me on Instagram saying, "You're such a dummy who doesn't believe his own country is real." Ha ha ha. I'm like, what video did you watch? What video did you watch?
Yeah.
Because I never said that. The other one that gets me is when people say, I'm not a paid actor. If I'm a paid actor, where's my money? I'm like, well, I never said you were a paid actor. I've got 27 videos on the subject of Australia, and never once have I called anyone a paid actor. So I don't know where you're getting your information from, but it's not from me.
Yep. Alrighty. Very, very good answer there. Okay, here's the funny one.
Okay.
Okay, do you regret making videos now that you're speaking to Nexomite? What led to this point? How did you end up like this?
I do not regret making videos now. I'm the one who invited him on here. There is no regret on my part. I regret nothing. And I'm glad he's here right now. I'm glad to be speaking to perhaps someone who is the only rational Australian on YouTube.
Oh.
So I'm happy to have him here. What led me here? A long series of events, obviously. A series of unfortunate events, perhaps. Who knows?
Good show.
But we are now at this point. We will deal with this point in time, and we will move forwards.
All right. Last one is I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
That does not sound like a question to me, Nexomite.
Yeah.
Could
Well,
you rephrase that in the form of a question?
well, basically the question is he couldn't think of a question even after I paid him.
So what is the question? I'm asking you to rephrase that into a question.
Well,
He might not have been able to think of a question, but I want you to turn that into a question.
I'll rephrase it into a question.
Thank you.
How am I supposed to write a question if I don't watch his videos? That's probably the best I could do.
I mean, that's pretty easy, don't you think? I mean, if I've never watched someone's videos and someone says, "Do you have any questions for me?" My first thing would be, "What do you make videos about? Who are you?
Yeah.
What's your channel about? Do you even make videos? What kind of videos do you make?" There's a bunch of questions there. That's a silly question.
So it's very silly. I regret saying that now. I regret saying it.
You should feel bad.
Yeah. I'll drink an apple juice and think about what I've just said.
An apple juice? What about vinegar?
Vinegar? Oh, yes, that. Oh, apple cider vinegar.
Same thing.
So, what videos are you thinking about making for this year?
Well. At the moment, I have a few in the works. I'm planning on making my Furry War Part 2 video in the very near future, because there have been some very important updates to that. I'm also planning on having my girlfriend react to some stuff.
Oh no.
That'll make a clickbaity type video. There's also, I'm going to do another Tik Tok video. I'm cringing over the thought of that at the moment. I'm not excited to do that at all. But the people have demanded it, so I will make another Tik Tok video. In addition to all that, I do have a list somewhere of like a million different things I need to make. I might bring back my series Worse Than a Child Molester this year. I don't know yet.
Oh, the hype.
Yeah. I'm also planning on making a video going through my Instagram DMs, because that is the biggest shit show on the internet. I swear to God. I get so many messages on there, and the people on there, somehow they amaze me every day with their stupidity. Maybe some more conspiracy related videos. I don't know. I kind of take things on a day-to-day basis. I'll think, oh, I want to make a video today, and I'll look at my list of videos that I've been developing a little brief idea on, and then I'll decide which one I'm going to make that day. Or if there's a specific video I really want to make, or I know it's the right time to make it, then I'll start working on that. But for the most part, I have a list on my phone and my phone notes. I've got right now I've got like 40 different things written down. Some of them are
Yeah.
probably never going to go anywhere. It's just like the name of a creator written down because I know I want to do something in regards to it. Like I've got Mr. Beast written down. If you know what Mr. Beast is.
Yeah.
And I want to do a video relating to Mr. Beast, but I have no idea what I'm going to do yet, but I do plan to do something. So it's just like a little prompt so that I don't forget that subject. And I've got 40 different things. Some of them are a bit more elaborate and I've got their own separate note page where I've got like 1,000 words written down of what I want this video to be. But for the most part, I just go about my day and, oh, that's a good video idea. I write it down in my phone notes. And then sometimes when I'm drunk, it comes to me better. And that's when I start elaborating and writing down some more notes for those things.
All right. You got any goals? They hope
Goals?
to achieve. Yeah.
That's a tough one, actually. Last year, I had 2,000 and then 3,000 subscribers within the space of like 2 months. That was a really good thing for me. I wasn't even planning on hitting 2,000 that year. I mean, I thought, oh, it'd be nice if I hit 2,000 this year, but I wasn't specifically setting a goal for anything. And I'm not really setting a goal for a specific number this year either. I mean, it would be nice to suddenly grow up a bit. If I do grow, I would expect to grow a bit more than before. Anytime you grow, you seem to always grow in larger numbers. So like if you've only got 100 subscribers and you get a sudden boost, you're maybe only getting 50 subs. But if you got 1,000 and you suddenly get a boost, you're maybe getting 500. If you've got 10,000, you get a sudden boost, you're getting maybe 5,000. So I think now that I'm at 3,000, if I get another boost like I did before, I might suddenly end up at 10,000. Whereas before I went from 1 to 3, so I could see 3 to 10. Maybe making sense. Maybe my logic's doing a little bit of a gymnastics there. I don't know, but to me that sounds like it could be a possibility by the end of the year to maybe hit 10,000. So if I was to say there's a goal, I'll say 10,000.
Alrighty, yeah. It's pretty cool.
How about you?
My goal?
Yeah.
Well, I would say my goal is to probably build up an audience.
Mm.
I'd probably say complete year 12. And I don't know, just make good videos.
That's your goal. It's simple enough. I mean, goals don't need to be anything special, do they? They don't need to be complex.
No.
It can just be as simple as make some videos, keep doing what you're doing. It doesn't need to be anything over the top.
Fair enough.
What are these comments even saying? Someone's saying, is Rag even reading these comments? I mean, I'm kind of reading the comments. I'm kind of paying attention. I think a lot of people are saying they were leaving or something. The number did drop a little bit. Can you talk about the whole Doug thing? No, I cannot. We already briefly mentioned it. I'm not going to talk about Doug anymore. Doug is a poor man who I will not berate anymore. I think that was Vinegat. Were you drinking Vinegat? I thought it was apple cider vinegar.
Me?
Yeah, I thought you were drinking vinegar, but someone thinks you were drinking Vinegat.
Just get our water. Just get our water.
So it's not Vinegat or vinegar?
Yeah. Surprised it hasn't even evaporated yet.
Taylor Yoji. What about the moon landing? I've asked for ages. I will get to that video. I will get to a moon landing conspiracy video. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I've had other things that I was prioritizing over that. I will get there eventually. Don't you worry. What's the funniest DM you've had? I'll get into that on my video when I look at the DMs I've received. How many Australians are on the streams? Well, clearly no Australians are on the stream Indiana Jones show because they're not actually Australian. Good day,
Australian.
sir. I said good day, sir. No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm on the stream, guys. Pretty
You're
epic.
All right,
I'll
I'm
put-
Nexomite's best mate, so hi for me. Is he your best mate?
What's his name?
Kaiser.
Kaiser.
Yeah. Cazer.
Yep. Know him. Yep.
He is your best mate.
Yeah,
He
probably.
says hi.
Rightio. Hi.
The moon landing wasn't fake, though. We'll investigate that, Indiana Jones. And
Yes.
Footy Matt says, Nexomite, you rock. I love the vids. Logic has left the stream. I'm not Australian. Of course you're not. No one is. Anyway. Oh, my stomach's rumbling. I'm starving. What time is it for you?
9:40
PM?
Yeah, PM.
Lovely. Have you had dinner?
Oh yeah, I had an hour ago.
What did you have for dinner?
Pretty embarrassing. Pretty embarrassing. I'm not gonna go into it much detail. Well, I basically just had it out at work, so
Yeah, okay, and what did you have?
I had medium fries and a apple juice.
That's actually not that bad. I was going to judge you real hard there, but
Yeah,
I can appreciate the fries, and I mean I really like apple juice, but it gives me heartburn and indigestion, so I just can't drink it. But I do appreciate that. That sounds like a really great meal. Very balanced. That's essential. You got one of your 5 a day in there. Good job.
that is correct. That is correct.
Good job. I don't know what I'm going to have for breakfast. I don't know. Because I'm starving. Maybe more of a brunch by the time I get to it, but
All right.
I wish I could get a medium fries or a large fries. That'd be great. I know it's not 11 yet, but by the time I'm done this, and then by the time I make a thumbnail and all that nonsense, then it may be a bit later.
Yeah. Feel free to use whatever face of me for the thumbnail.
Okay, I'll find the worst face I possibly can.
Yeah, there are plenty of those.
I'll just use the top part of your forehead, not even your face.
Well, I don't think my forehead's that big. You might want to go to Jack's Films for that.
I can always stretch it out. Get the medium rare. How can you have medium rare fries? Why are you calling me Reg? Red fish, blue fish. Why do you call me Reg? My name is not Reg. You call me Reg every single message you send. Where are you getting the E? Reg. I think my name's Reginald or some shit.
You should call you Ray.
No one's actually called Reg. There's no one on earth called Reg.
Reginald.
Reginald isn't. Oh, look, it's Instinct.
Who's that?
Some loser. Oh, it was a joke, was it, Taylor? It's a very funny joke. Thanks for that.
Bridge.
I'm Nexomite's best friend. Don't listen to Caleb. Ask Nexomite. Is Footy Matt 123 your best friend?
Yeah.
So which one is it then? Kaiser or Footy Matt?
Well, Footy Matt's my brother, so obviously.
Oh, he's actually your brother.
Yes.
Younger or older?
Who's his brother?
Younger.
Footy Matt is your younger brother. I hope you're indoctrinating him and telling him the truth about Australia.
Oh man, I've been preparing myself all night for this. I had the shakes when I was putting the nuggets down.
The nuggets? I thought you only had fries.
You know, I work at Macca's. You know, fair minimum wage for a.
Please never call it Macca's again.
Well, that's what we call it down here.
Not anymore.
Mackey's.
You do not call it Mackey's either. It is McDonald's and nothing else.
Damn it.
I'm not amused. Really not amused.
I am.
Blake Little. Apparently he's your friend as well. Is that true?
Who?
Blake Little.
Everyone's his friend.
How many friends do you have?
I don't know Blake Nickel, sorry.
You don't? No, not Nickel. Little. Like Stuart Little. Hey,
Right,
Blake, are you related to Stuart Little?
Let me think. I don't think so.
No.
No. Everyone's my best friend tonight. It's
This
pretty
chat is destroying my will to live. You know, I'm not even reading it anymore. You people are. I'll look again
That's
soon.
why I do the chat and you do the talking.
I'll look again soon,
teamwork.
but right now I'm ignoring it because
the teamwork here.
I know, great teamwork.
Do not put your stream on Discord because no one knows that you're streaming.
Hey, I said on my Discord, if you go to the Rag Reynolds update section, I said I'd be streaming.
Where?
Rag Reynolds update. Scroll down in the sidebar. Find Rag Reynolds up. There it is. Right there.
There's
Look,
not even a
and two
link.
people reacted to it.
There's not even-
I said I'd be live. See, and those people who said I didn't know he was
No.
streaming are also the ones
No,
who are.
I think they just checked it now as well.
Oh, sure they did. Sure they did.
Pretty sure they
Excuses. And if you're watching this, be better next time.
Yes.
Really? That again?
What?
That again?
What? I don't understand what's going on here. I don't understand.
I can tell Nexomite that his mummy says hello.
Ew, what?
That's epic. That's epic.
And no, I am not your mummy. Just to clarify.
Oh, really? I got a little confused there.
The hair sometimes confuses people.
Yeah.
They look like a lot of people's mothers.
Alrighty. That's cool. That's cool.
Do you think I should brush this?
Maybe once or twice every fortnight.
Someone seems to think that I should brush this or get a new one, get new hair. But I think it's nice.
Is this the new look for 2019?
I don't know what you're saying.
Oh yeah, that the voice changes on. I mean, I don't know that. I don't know that.
Hello.
Hello. But don't you think it's nice the way it is?
Yeah, I think you should at least brush it once every fortnight.
Why?
So then you get the curls and then you can have some dreadlocks.
Demi might not appreciate that.
Yeah, they could be like, like dreadlock Demi, you know.
No, thanks for the dollar, instinct. Bleh. Why is it on top chat? It's supposed to be live chat. Instinct, why are you donating me $1? That was uncharacteristic. I can't speak today. Uncharacteristically nice of you. I'm glad he took that cancerous voice off as well. I couldn't understand what he was saying.
Damn. I'm sorry, guys. It's just my voice.
Fez guy, you don't need to be upset. Instinct is obviously coming around to the dark side. He is coming around to the side of rationality and reason. He is coming around to the ragreynolds side.
Is that an
And that is
Australian
why.
dollar? Why is there a dollar in the chat? What's going on?
That is an Australian dollar, isn't it?
What's happening?
He donated $1.
What is that even worth?
I don't know. Google an Australian dollar to a pound.
Australian dollar to a pound is I think it was about £3. I don't know. I'm not
pounds?
because pounds is worth more than dollars.
Pence.
Okay, apparently half of a pound is an Australian dollar.
That's the current rate. That's why.
Oh, he just
my
gave me
God.
$10. Thank you,
Keep going.
Instinct. Is that so? That'll be about £5 then. I'm guessing
£5.56.
£5.56. Why are you donating me
maths is
money? I
incredible.
thought you hated me.
He's making a rain, boy. He wants to see Demi fly.
Oh, next he'll be asking me to get Demi in here for him, but that's not happening. She's sleeping. Mr. Moneybags over here.
Just donate his birthday money for the stream.
Yeah, that was his birthday. It's his birthday today, and he just got a card from like his grandma or something, and that was the money that was inside the card. Or maybe the Tooth Fairy just visited.
Rightio. So looking forward to any movies this year in particular.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to quite a few movies. I couldn't actually name some. I mean, obviously there's the generic. Oh, I want to see the new Avengers movie. Like, who doesn't? But
yeah, exactly.
I watch a lot of new movies. I see most new things when they come out. So I'll be watching a lot of stuff. We'll see. But I couldn't really name many things in particular from the top of my head, if I'm being honest. What about you? What are you looking forward to?
Oh man, I'm looking forward to the new Dumbo movie. I hope it's as good as the sequel.
That looks all right. I've never seen the Dumbo sequel.
Yeah, this is a prequel.
Yeah, it's a prequel, but I've never.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the cartoon then?
That was a cartoon.
That's
The animated.
Yeah, the animated one.
Yeah, the animated. Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay, so that's the sequel you're saying.
There is no sequel.
Well,
No,
if
it's a sequel.
If this new one's the prequel, then that one is the
It's
sequel.
not a prequel either.
Is it not?
No, his mum's taken away from him in the animated movie as well.
Is she?
No,
Yes.
his mum is the one that stars in the new Dumbo movie. Yeah, it's Dumbo. Dumbo's mother.
I'm not losing my mind here. I'm telling you, it's the same scenes. Like he jumps off the thing with the feather in his trunk and everything. It's the same scenes. The only
Lovely.
thing that's missing is the race of crows.
It's a reboot. It's a reboot.
Okay. What other than Dumbo then?
Endgame. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Probably. The thing is, I'm not too sure of what films come out next year. I haven't really looked into it that much. Probably the 3 Marvel films coming out this year. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yep.
And probably the new Star Wars film.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. What did you think of the last Star Wars film?
It dragged on a bit.
You know, everyone was hating on it, saying, "Oh, it was the worst Star Wars movie ever. It's not real Star Wars." I thought it was the best Star Wars movie. You know, I mean, it was completely different from all the other ones. Like they actually did some different things, but I liked it.
Yeah.
You know, people say, "Oh, they ruined Luke Skywalker." I found Luke Skywalker to be the most annoying, whingy character in episodes 4, 5, and 6. So for them to suddenly maybe not be as annoying and as much of a crybaby anymore, like I didn't mind that. I mean, he was a bit of an asshole, but I didn't care. I actually enjoyed it. I mean, I can understand why diehard Star Wars fans were upset because it's not the same, and they all say you've ruined Star Wars. Yeah, because they changed it. But personally, if you ask me, I think they made it better. They put new life into it because the way it was before that, I thought it was stagnating a little bit. It was just the same thing every movie. I just liked that they changed it a bit.
Yeah, I found the casino part a bit dragging.
Oh, that was terrible. Yeah, the casino part was terrible. I mean, it's not the best movie ever. I just thought that it had a lot of good in it.
Yeah, I found the introduction and probably the ending was good and bits in between, but I didn't like the casino part. I think if they got rid of that altogether, the movie would have flowed much more better.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. This is Nexomite. That's who he is, and he made a few video responses to me in the past. You can go check out his channel. He's a very entertaining young man, so I do suggest actually checking out this guy's channel. Wow, fun fact: Nexomite failed year 11 computing. Oops, is that true?
Thanks, Caleb. Thanks, Caleb.
Yeah, is that true? Wow.
Yeah, at least I don't laugh at blind person, Caleb.
I laugh at blind people.
Jesus. Oh my god. But rightio, that's nice fact.
Thanks. I love my hair too. Alina. I don't know how you say that name. I've never seen that written before.
Where is it?
Or is that Elena? I don't know.
I would say Aliana. But that's probably with an I. I don't know.
Right, yo. You should subscribe, Fez Guy. And Fez Guy, what did you want before you were asked? You keep asking me something, but I don't remember what it was you were asking me. And where's that guy who kept wanting to debate me? Redfish, Bluefish, my name is not Reg, and I will not respond to your comments when you're calling me a name that is not mine. So get it right, because there's no Reg here. There's no way to even interpret my name is Reg. You know, I used to get Rage all the time. People say, "Oh, hi, Rage." I'm like, where are you getting Rage? How are you just suddenly missing out the R between the G and the E? Like, what? Use code LaserBeam in the item shop. LaserBeam's a loser, so no. Nexomite, shut your cupboard. Your mother says that.
What cupboard? Oh, that one.
Vegetarian rag equals Reg. That's disgusting. Oh no! Why would I make a Five Nights at Freddy's video, Fez Guy?
That'd be very entertaining. That'd be a very entertaining video.
Why would it be entertaining? That is trash.
And then what you should do is you should buy a Freddy head and then put Demi's hair over the top. Yeah, and then you should go to like a convention and say, "Hey guys,
it's Freddy here."
Or do you mean Demi? Or nah, I
Frammy?
probably wouldn't. Yeah, that.
Frammy. I mean, I guess that could work. Or Daddy. That's almost Daddy.
Or you could be Donnie.
Where's Donnie coming from?
You know, Bonnie. You know, the rabbit.
I've never actually
Or
looked.
the funny one would be Dika.
I
That'd be funny.
I don't know anything really about Five Nights at Freddy's other than it's a
Well,
trash game.
It's a very very continuous and pretty repetitive game.
That for some reason people enjoy.
Yeah. If you want a scary game, play Outlast.
Oh, I played Outlast before. I like that game actually quite a lot. Red fish, blue fish, red fish, blue fish, blue fish, red fish, green fish, orange fish. I'm a real true blue Aussie. Snakes here tell me Australia's real. Let's go, Nexomite. Let's go. Let's go, Nexomite. Let's go.
Well, as you can see from my bedroom, I can confirm Australia's real. Every square inch.
I don't see
Look at
any evidence.
Well, if you look over there, right? If you look over there,
There's a
right?
bed in his bed.
Hey, that's a nice bed. I sleep on that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And also, I have a complaint.
Okay.
Can you stop breaking my chair, please? I get very upset when you break my chair.
I break your chair.
Yeah.
That's just the
Yeah.
pressure of when you're talking about ragreynolds. You have to lean back really hard.
Well, the thing is, I can't lean back on this chair. I've been chilling this whole time, so then I don't fall on the bottom half of the chair.
Well, maybe you should fall on the bottom half of the chair.
Well, maybe I want to get a new chair
Why?
because it would be funny if I accidentally broke. I don't know.
Okay. I think we're going to start wrapping things up now. So if there's anything else you'd like to say, anything you'd like to promote, feel free to do it right now.
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
That is a good thing to say. I applaud you for that. Anything else?
It was pretty good chatting to you. I very enjoyed it. Thank you for letting me sit down and have a chat. Pretty good.
Lovely. Until next time, everyone, you're all welcome, society.